Wakisashi's Tea House. Konbanwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakisashi's Tea House over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you genki? I'm pretty awesome today, thank you. Okay, I've got a review of the new Spawn issue. It's $3.29. It came out today, Wednesday, May 11th, and it's still priced at $2.99, which is fantastic. Okay, it's written by Rory McConville with additional plot and dialogue by Todd McFarlane, and the art is by Carlo Barberi. First of all, look at this cover by Francesco Martina. Look at that. How cool is it? It's a deadly image. Love the dark black and white shading, the grey. That's me. The grey tones in there, the red and white lettering just goes so well. What would you give like an original copy of this? My wife? No, I'm joking. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you a little bit about how I'm feeling about Spawn lately. I think if you've been watching my reviews, you will know that I much prefer Gunslinger Spawn and King Spawn. I think the main Spawn series has been a little bit lagging, and I was even considering dropping it. Not yet, and I'm glad I didn't, because this issue feels like a return to form. It's a really good issue. I enjoyed it. It gives a great kind of background story to one of the Redeemers, who's called the Forsaken, who is the original Redeemer. Now, I'm learning this as I go, so yeah, you could argue it was a little bit exposition heavy, but it's really well written. I think really well written, and yeah, you get to know a lot of the background, where Forsaken came from, what he's all about, what's wrong with him, what's he doing, what's his mission. So let me show you some of the interior art by Carlo Barberi, because it's been great. Here's I think the second or third page, we get different views of different kinds of the Redeemers, the Forsaken over the years. Look at the one on the left there with the bone armor. How dope is that? So yeah, it's got really good art as usual. The story's good. It was compelling. I was, really curious to know what was going on, and it explains a lot. So I'm grateful for that. So yeah, very glad that I didn't drop this series. I'm going to keep buying it. I mean, who can go wrong with $2.99 anyway? So what I'll do, I'll give my short story summary without giving too many spoilers. So if you want to know the story, please keep watching. Here we go. The issue opens with a stunning image by Carlo Barberi showing one of Heaven's soldiers, the anti-Spawn, the Redeemer, being created. It was in response to the Hellspawn being made in Hell. We're told that there have been many Redeemers over time, but it all began with the Forsaken. We get this great image here. Look at these images. Both of them are so cool. The bones there, like the bone armor on the one on the left. Love it. With it being Heaven's first attempt at a soldier, we're told it was the first failure. In creating the Forsaken, they misjudged the sheer power of elemental fire, and he was imbued with too much. It drove him insane. Then Heaven were disgusted and cast him out, and the Forsaken has been trying to get back in. He's been trying to win God's approval ever since. The Forsaken is hunting down Hellspawn on his crazed mission to try and prove his worth to God. With this attack, he gives off a signal which allows Spawn and Redeemer to home in on him. They teleport there and try and talk him out of it. Spawn warns the Forsaken that if you touch him again, you're dead. But of course, the Forsaken can't hear him. He's only serving God's will, that's all he'll listen to. Then he charges Spawn. At the same time, Claudia and her team are also trying to track down the Forsaken. She tells them that Spawn and Redeemer are ahead of them and it's happening way too fast. We're told that even if Spawn kills the Forsaken, he may be able to find the answers he needs because Spawn now has some kind of power over the dead. Bring me the telepath, says Claudia. Let me skip ahead a few pages. Okay, as Spawn and Redeemer battle the Forsaken, they pick up some signals heading their way. Then we get this great image here by Carlo Barberi. You can see 1, 2, 3 new Hellspawn. There's Centurion Spawn at the bottom there in the middle, and I'm not sure who the other two are. One looks a bit like Napoleon. Is it Napoleon Spawn? And then there's like a magical creature version of a Spawn, a Hellspawn. We've come to extract the Forsaken. Centurion Spawn boots Al Simmons Spawn out of the way, and the others try and pick up Forsaken, but he's not having it. He knocks them away. Get your filthy hands off me. Again, the Redeemer tries to talk with the Forsaken to convince him that they're the same. He's been tricked. He also tells him that he's chasing after a dead master. Forsaken can't believe it. He He doesn't want to hear it. The news that God is out to destroy him. It wasn't enough just to banish him. Now they're going to kill him. They're going to take him down. What will Forsaken do? It's time you saw the truth, says the Redeemer. Okay, I'm going to end my short story summary here. So there we go, that's issue 329 of Spawn. Now here's a variant cover by the artist Kevin Keane. We've got Spawn and Redeemer in the background there. Great image again, I like the use of perspective, and of course, always love a full moon in the background. So, please let me know what you thought of the issue. If you leave a comment, that'd be great. Are you enjoying Spawn? Are you enjoying the other Spawn titles? So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. If you could like and subscribe as well, that would be deadly. Okay, this is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House signing off for the night. Matane! Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.